Sage Chapel Cemetery is O'Fallon's oldest African American cemetery. This eternal cemetery was established in 1881. Since its founding, Sage Chapel has been the resting place for some of O'Fallon's prominent African American residents like Missy Edwards, Lucy Hughes White, and Howard Morris. Throughout the decades of progress, Sage Chapel lost its identity. Most people who drove by the cemetery located on Veterans Memorial Parkway had no idea it was even there. Nowadays, Sage Chapel Cemetery is once again being maintained and remembered thanks to the efforts of dedicated local citizens and the city of O'Fallon. But there was still one mission to accomplish within Sage Chapel. You see, the resting place of World War I veteran Howard Morris fell into disrepair. And it was also discovered that Howard never received a proper military funeral back in 1957. So two dedicated O'Fallon citizens set out to honor Howard Morris.
Shelton Hartfield and Jim Frayne had been out to this cemetery, and they noticed that he was a veteran and that his headstone was broken. And I think it bothered Shelton, so he was on a mission. And his mission was to get Uncle Howard a military burial and recognition that he never received.
Our generation of veterans have vowed that we will never ever forget another generation of veterans. It's just something that had to be done.
And that's exactly what happened. In early August, hundreds gathered at Sage Chapel Cemetery to honor Howard Morris.
This year, 2017, marks the 100th anniversary of Mr. Morris's service and the 60th anniversary of his passing. But over the years, the gravestone fell in disrepair, thankfully to a lot of good people from various walks of life in our community stepped forward to make sure one of our city's heroes was not forgotten.
This ceremony featured speakers who eloquently spoke about the history of Sage and its place within St. Charles County's African American history.
Several of them served their country during the Civil War, the World War I, and the Korean War. They returned home and they formed a community that was separated. And on the 20th of August, 1881, this community purchased a half an acre on Sondren Street and 1 square acre of ground from Jasper and Mahala Caslia. This is where we stand today.
After several moving speeches, Howard Morris finally received the military ceremony that he deserved. The ceremony was conducted by the Friends of Sage Chapel, the VFW Post 5077 in Ladies Auxiliary, and AMVETS Post 106.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
For me to say that would express how I feel or what this means to my family. After 60 years, to see my great uncle finally get a military burial is, to me, awesome.
Once again, our community joined together in unity to honor a veteran uncle and husband. It's safe to say that Howard Morris is looking down on all of us with a big smile.